Hey, what's up? What's up? Joe in Vegas back with another review. Miranda Lambert. I saw this residency. It's called Velvet Rodeo. I saw it maybe a couple years ago. At the time, I've heard of Miranda Lambert. I didn't really know her music. I think I knew maybe one or two songs, but I remember back then, a couple years ago, the tickets were really cheap. There was nothing going on, and I was really starting to get into these country residencies that were popping up all over Vegas. So I went, and she absolutely blew me away. Absolutely. You can go find my old review. You can probably hear the shock in my voice. I was just blown away by her. So I had a friend in town on Wednesday night. You know me, I'm not a big going out during the week kind of guy. Very, very organized, degenerate, and try to save everything for the weekends. But I did have a friend in town. It was a Wednesday night. We were looking for something to do, and I saw she was playing. And it's been a few years, and the tickets are very affordable for what you're getting. She is a legend in country music. She's a superstar. She has so many major hits. We paid $70 a ticket for section 208 or 209 last night. And we just said, fuck it, let's go. And we went. And I wasn't even going to do a review, but I decided it's maybe someone new is showing up to town to see see the show. Maybe people are interested how the show is different from the last couple rounds of residencies to now. So why not? Here I am. I'll do a quick review on this. So look, I actually peeked at the set list from a few years ago, and it's actually exactly the same. And the show felt exactly the same. And that's not necessarily a bad thing at all. She is fantastic. She is a hell of a country artist. I don't have to tell you that. Her longevity, her hits, her name, everything, she earned it. She's earned it. And I found almost the same thing as what happened last time. The country music is great, but there's something I think that separates her from the pack is when it's just her and the microphone, or her and an acoustic guitar, or her and a piano. She has not only these incredibly heartfelt, emotional story songs, but she delivers them so effortlessly, but it's so powerful at the same time. I can't put my finger on it. She stops the whole room. It is silent. You can hear a pin drop, and she just gets into these songs, and everybody just sits there and stares at her like you're seeing greatness. And you could tell a lot of people in the crowd have seen her a bunch of times, and it still has that effect on her. Effect on you. I'm going to get into the set list now. Acting Up, Fastest Girl in Town, Kerosene, which is a big one, Famous in a Small Town, Heart Like Mine, If I Was a Cowboy, I really like that song, Bluebird, Vice, In His Arms, The House That Built Me, which is probably one of her biggest songs, great ballad, All Kind of Words, Automatic, Geraldine, Tequila Does. This is a great example of her music to me. I probably heard that song twice in my life. Once the last time I saw Miranda, and once last night when I saw Miranda again. It is such a well-written, catchy song that just, you hear it once, it stays in your head. I heard it last night, and I knew the song. I knew every chorus that was coming out. Just a perfectly written, fun country song. He don't love me like tequila does. You hear that line one time and it's in your head for the rest of your life. I love it. I just love that song. Only Prettier, White Liar, I really like that song. And then these two songs for me were the highlight of the show, especially Tin Man. Carousel and Tin Man. Tin Man, I was at, I don't know if it was the American Music Awards or iHeartRadio or Blockbuster years ago. Just knew her name. She came out and sang Tin Man and absolutely floored everybody. And I think that was right when she was going through that breakup with Blake Shelton. And I think he was in the front row, which added this level of like, oh my God. Carousel, I don't want to skip it. Carousel on its own is also a very strong, beautiful ballad. She comes to the middle of the stage, or these little lights around her. She grabs the microphone and just does what she does so well. So one of the best I've seen, just her and a microphone and a ballad about a broken heart or whatever it's about, and it's just great. Back to Tin Man, because Tin Man is my favorite song. Tin Man is, in my opinion, a brilliantly written song. the song takes the characters from Wizard of Oz, the Tin Man looking for a heart, and she's trying to explain to him, in this world, you don't want a heart. I'll trade you. I'd rather have your armor, your tin, because you need that to get through love and life more than you need a heart. Just a brilliantly written song that you can follow the lyrics. You can feel it in your soul. Everybody can relate to it. And she just drops a bomb on the audience. I don't know how else to describe it. If you've never seen her before and you get to that point in the show, just buckle up, bring some tissues, and prepare to feel what these shows are all about, which is that connecting with the artist. That is so good. Mama's Broken Heart, Gunpowder and Lead, which is a great fun country song. There's one point in the song where she comes out and does a little spin and fireworks shoot out of her jacket. It's again, all this stuff, same thing for 2 years. The show's pretty much the same. Drunk and I Don't Want to Go Home, also a great, well-written country song. And then Little Red Wagon, which is a big one for her, I believe. And closed it out. Show started probably about 8:15-ish, maybe 8 or 8:15. It was done by 9:30, 9:45. Not a long show. There were a lot of like, hey, Vegas, you having fun tonight? And then just going to the next song. There was not, and I think it would have made for a better show. She's, singer-songwriter type. I really enjoy it. I'm not saying they talk for a minute or two before every song, but it's cool sometimes to have this little, hey, so I wrote this song back in 1993. I was just getting divorced and I was living in Alabama and, something happened, blah, blah. And they usually, sometimes these artists, like they tell a little tidbit of how the story came about. And she didn't do any of that, which I think would have made her and the show a little more interesting, a little more connection. But it doesn't take away. She didn't have any really fancy lights there was some stuff, but nothing worth talking about. She is the draw. She doesn't need that extra stuff. Her voice, her songs are just perfect. And that's why she hasn't changed anything about the show, because you really don't have to. You really don't have to. It's good enough as it is. Scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give it an 8.85. Just a really solid show. Great deal for your money. Great theater. It's a perfect show if you're in Vegas. If you love Miranda, you're going to love that show. If you don't know anything about Miranda and someone's dragging you to the show, that is a great show to get dragged to, because, like I said, you will connect. You will enjoy it. There's nothing wrong about it. It's pure music. It's pure country music at its finest. That's pretty much it. I don't know what else to say. It's a pretty simple, very good show, and that's what you're getting at a good price. So, thanks for listening. I appreciate it as always. Please, please, please subscribe. I really want to build this channel up into something bigger. If you have any comments, if you were there, if you hate me, if you love me, leave some comments. I enjoy reading most of them, but that's pretty much it. Thanks for listening. I will see you at the next show. Bye-bye.